Hi everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do your Wholehearted Wednesday. This is on building self-confidence or communication. So I'll do one focus and then I'll do two options. And just keep in mind that this is only two options out of an infinite number of options. The idea is just to kind of get the focus for the day. So what messages do we have for the collective for building self-confidence and communication for today? Messages for building self-confidence and communication. What is the focus? Building self-confidence and communication. What is the focus for today, please? We have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups can be about, it's usually, people usually read it as a new beginning in love, but it can also be about personal growth and development. And the cup is kind of like, filling yourself up with, your personal, um, the things that you grow yourself. So what is the first option for us? We have the Hanged Man. So that to me is saying that that is, kind of finding a different perspective, not staying in that same energy, not hanging around in the old energy, especially if you're trying to, develop yourself, develop and grow, and develop your self-confidence, or any aspect of yourself. What is our second one? We have the Moon. So the moon is kind of about it can be about illusions, it can be about secrets, it can be about kind of like that subconscious psychic stuff, like with like dreams or intuition, that kind of thing. So it's using, I think it's kind of like maybe could be about developing with the Ace of Cups here, it could be about developing your intuition, developing your psychic abilities, not hanging around in the same energy so that you're able to develop your psychic abilities, like kind of opening your mind to whatever sort of thing. And then we have the Knight of Wands on the bottom, and the Knight of Wands is about ambition, determination, focus, drive, motivation. Um, so yeah, this is really good. This is really good. It's about, self-development, like making sure not to stay hanging around in energy that isn't serving you or serving your highest good. And also, opening yourself to the possibilities of, that you could, everybody has intuition, everybody has, some sort of psychic abilities, and anybody can actually, get better at those psychic abilities. It's not limited to certain people. We always have things that are easier for us, or it may be easier for some people than others, but that doesn't mean that you can't. Everything that we have here, whether you're good at it or not, is a skill that can be learned. Everything can be learned, and we have research to back that up because the brain is, they call it neuroplasticity, which means that you can change how your neurons fire, how the neural roots, the neural pathways that you weigh. That think about it. Think about how you learn something. When if you're capable of learning something, which I know like probably most of you have, at least gone to school or, learned something like getting dressed in the morning, tying your shoes. If we're capable of that, think of like how far we can go with that. So, don't put it out of your mind that you are, oh, there's no way I could be psychic. There's no way that I could have intuition. No, everybody has this. It might be difficult, more difficult for some people than others, but that does not mean that you cannot learn it. So, sorry, I'm very passionate about that. I'm very passionate. So let's see, what energy do we have for this spread, please? What energy do we have for this spread? We have envy. Interesting. Number 20. That is a very interesting one to get here. Envy. Lack dissatisfaction. The affirmation is I let go of lack. I look at the blessings in my life with joy and satisfaction. I am glad. That's really interesting that that came up because I feel like there was somebody else who was talking about this, somebody else on YouTube here who was talking about this. And I think, yeah, she was talking about that lack mentality, like getting out of that lack mentality. And so it's interesting that the envy card comes up just because with the Ace of Cups here, yeah, like if you want to grow, if you want to change yourself, if you want to become better at something, if you want to have more self-confidence, if you want better psychic abilities, changing your perspective, whatever it is, you have got to open yourself up to that. And that's exactly how, when they talk about manifestation or law of attraction, that's exactly what it is. It's opening yourself up to that. And the reason why, a lot of people don't get the results that they would like with the law of attraction and the manifestation process is because they don't believe. They don't open themselves. They just go through the motions like, oh, somebody told me to do this and this, and go through these motions to, um, get these results, but they're not actually open to it. And so you really have to catch yourself because that can be really subconscious sometimes. So I think that's kind of why the moon is here. It's like saying like you need to really understand yourself. You need to go deep and understand if this is something that you actually want. Um, and the other reason that I think is a lot of people don't generally know what they want. They think they do, but then when the opportunity arises for something that they never thought they could have, I don't, and it's kind of like they close themselves off to it because they're like, wait, that's not, like you kind of have to believe in it. And so that's kind of why we have the hanged man here. It's kind of like changing that perspective, like looking at something in a different way. Well, could that be a possibility? I mean, potentially anything could be a possibility if you put it like that and you're willing to open yourself up. So that's interesting that we had envy. I love this message. This is a beautiful message for today. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by for my Wholehearted Wednesday. It's one of my favorite ones to do. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you guys later.